Hello, welcome back to Sirens Gaming. My name is Ben, Sara, continuing on with Ever17. So last time out we hadn't really done too much just yet. We're just kind of getting to know all of our main characters again. So let's pick it up here with Takushi about to get into it with this giant tanuki person. There, right in front of him, was a giant tanuki. It was the one that he'd seen at the gate coming in. The tanuki was operating a panel on the wall. I'll bet that's a Lemieux employee. Thinking it perfect timing, he saddled up to the tanuki and called out. Excuse me, I'm looking for someone, a friend. Can I get you to make an announcement over the intercom or something? The name is, The tanuki slowly turned around and looked at him. But it didn't say anything.
Hello?
Hello? The tanuki turned away, avoiding him. He was being ignored. I wonder if it didn't hear me. The tanuki was wearing a big stuffed suit and was a full head taller than him. There was a definite possibility that his words weren't even reaching the ears inside. Hello? Can you hear me in there? He asked the question nicely as he poked the tanuki in the ribs. Hey, you got a lot of extra flesh here, buddy. He continued talking as he pinched, pulled, and released the tanuki's flank. He thought that from a mascot suit, the tanuki shot him a pretty realistic glare before it turned to walk away. Upset at that, he grabbed the tanuki's shoulder. Hey, what kind of attitude is that? What if visitors in trouble? I mean, you kind of deserved it, bro. He had been gut punched. The tanuki had actually slugged him. Not even his parents had ever even really spanked him before. In a total cheap shot, the tanuki landed a solid uppercut. Hey, tanuki! Yeah, I mean you! He went down to his knees and keeled over. Nearby visitors reacted. Is everything alright? Just then, a park employee appeared from the door. Are you having stomach pains?
That
tanuki caught me with a body blow. I also like how I said body blow in English. Huh? The employee gave him a surprise look. I got sucker punched by a tanuki. And he pointed at the big tanuki. Tanuki's expression didn't change. Obviously, it's a mask. But it turned and started to run. The tanuki's silhouette pranced lightly away into the distance. And in an instant, it disappeared down the walkway. That is... The staffer looked after the tanuki as she spoke. Yeah, that's not a tanuki, that's a lemur.
Lemur?
Number what? He rubbed his still aching stomach as he spoke. Yes, a lemur. You know, a fox-like monkey. Its name is Mew Mew. Awesome. So Takushi doesn't know the difference between a dog and a tanuki, or a lemur and a tanuki. It's good to know this guy's a total idiot. Yeah, let's see. Lemieux had been named after the continent of Lemuria, a legendary land. According to the British zoologist Schlater, the Lemurian continent preceded the existence of islands scattered throughout the Indian Ocean. Lemurs were scattered throughout Africa, the island of Madagascar, Asia, and Indonesia. While investigating the distribution of these fox monkeys, Schlater came to believe the continent had existed in the Indian Ocean, adopting the British geologist Branford's hypothesis. He named this continent Lemuria. Moreover, the German zoologist Haeckel contended that this continent was the origin of mankind. Mew Mew is one of Lemieux's mascots. But what happened to you, Eller? No, I'm fine now. Don't worry about me. It's over anyway. Oh, I see. The staffer disappeared. I see. That wasn't it Tanuki, that was Mew Mew. He wasn't sure why Mew Mew had hauled off and punched him, but he knew that wondering about it wouldn't help. Dude, you're harassing the person in the costume. Of course they punched you. So he decided to forget about it. He needed to be getting somewhere.
もう少し自力で探してみるか。
I'll look around on my own a little more. He muttered this as he composed himself. He knew there should be several attractions at the other end of this corridor. His friends might have been looking for him as they waited in
で、
line.
どっちに行きゃいいんだ?
If they're waiting in the line, how are they looking for him? They clearly don't care. Oh my. So, which way should I go? His legs were so tired they could barely move. This is the world's worst theme park. That's exactly how he felt. Oh well. Hit by a slight dizzy spell, he leaned against the wall.
なんなんだ、一体。
Oh, what in the world? He sighed. He was fully and utterly beat. The staffer that had just been talking to him had vanished somewhere. He wasn't around either. He had lost sight of the other girl as well. He was alone again.
ここに何しに来たんだっけ、僕は。
What did I come here for? He thought that maybe he should have waited where he was before after all. Having lost his destination, he rode the elevator from the aquarium and returned to basement floor 2. Basement floor 2, zweite Stock. The second floor. I screwed up. The rest area is down one more level. He felt like he'd come a long way from the elevator room. He didn't know which path he should take to go down. Which way?
ちょっとこっちに来てくれない?
Could you come here for a moment? A voice called to him from somewhere. From somewhere. From the shadows of the path, the owner of the voice was beckoning to him. But the hand didn't belong to a human.
ほら、早く来てよ。
Hurry up, will you? It was the whispering voice of a young woman. Her bulky black arm was swaying rhythmically. Disturbed by the difference between the voice and its owner's appearance, he moved hypnotized in its direction. The hand and arm clearly belonged to Tanuki. There's a big Tanuki.
ここ、どこだかわかる?
And do you know where we are? He was led by the Tanuki into a room at the end of the walkway. Or rather, packed into it.
ここは。
This is... Is this the girls' changing room? He saw a uniform like the one you had been wearing, packed away inside an open locker. I can even see some women's underwear. The room smelled like perfume. The air was saturated with a scent so strong it almost made him choke. The smell was about to overwhelm him. He struggled to get his mind under control and maintain his focus.
ねえ、ここどこだかわかる?
Hey, do you know where we are? The Tanuki asked the same question again. Come to think of it, why was she Tanuki anyway? He had no clue.
ここは。
This...
更衣室。
It's the changing room. She said this before he
更
could
衣
answer.
室っていうのは
Changing rooms
内
are
緒の行為をするところ。
a place to keep secrets away from prying eyes. She said this quietly.
行為?
Secrets? Wham! Suddenly his vision faded. Everything went completely dark. Huh?
それ、預かっておいてくれる?
Will you look after this for me? Wait, what? Look after? You didn't
ほ
understand.
ら、ちゃんと着せてあげるから。
Yeah, I'll help you put it on right.
あの。
Wear it. He had no idea what she was talking about. I don't know what those noises were. It's fine. He didn't understand why, but he couldn't move. He was powerless to resist her and let her do what she wanted. In a moment, something completely covered his body.
これでよし。
Did you do it?
じゃ、あとはお願いね。
Alright then, I'll leave the rest to you. The light sound of her footsteps faded into the distance. The last thing he heard was the click of a door shutting. He heard the sound, but he didn't see her leave. What did she do to me? His face felt heavy. His body felt heavy. He had tunnel vision. And for some reason, his body was bristling with hair. Could it be... This is the mascot outfit? When he shook his head, it made it sound like bristles brushing something. And there's a smell. There's some other scent from inside the costume. A sweet smell that made him dizzy. It pierced deep into his brain. Before he knew what was going on, he'd opened the door and was shuffling out into the pathway. Without thinking, he let out a cry. He'd found it. Said Tanuki. He had just been told it was not a tanuki, but Mew or a fox-like monkey, but that information already disappeared from his little brain. I forgot its name. Doesn't matter though, he's the one that hit me and ran away. He didn't want revenge, but he did want to ask it why it had done what it did. Without making a sound, he slowly approached the tanuki mascot Mew. And as soon as he got behind it, he quickly grabbed the costume by the head. There. Who are you?
お前こそ誰だ
I should be asking you
い
that.
きなりあんなことしやがって
Why did you do something like that?
あんなことって
Huh? What did I do?
しらばっくれるな
Don't play dumb with me.
何のことだかわからないよ
I have no idea what you're talking
お
about.
前だろう俺を殴ったのは
Dude, you punched me.
違うよ違う知らない
No, I didn't. I have no idea what you mean.
嘘つけ忘れたのか
Liar of what? Did you
嘘
forget?
じゃない女の人が
I'm not lying. This girl
突然この着ぐるみを渡してきて
gave me this outfit out of nowhere and
あれお前そういやさっき会ったっけいつの間に着替えたんだ
what? You just met her? When did you change?
今来たばっかりだよ僕は
I just put it on. I
今来たばっかりおい何言ってるんだ
just put it on. What are you talking about?
だけどどうしてこんな
But why do this?
こんな
This. At that point, the tanuki collapsed. He collapsed in full Mew regalia.
どうしたおい
What? Hey. Toxie shook his shoulders, but there's no response.
誰か来てくれなんだか様子がおかしい
Somebody come quick, there's something not right here. He yelled. Visitors watched from a distance.
どうしました
What's the matter? Female employee had heard the fuss and came running.
まああんたさっきのちょっとこいつ急に倒れて
Oh, you're that girl from before. This guy just collapsed all of a sudden.
ちょっと見せて
Let me see. Why does it look like this kid's wearing a Pokemon on his head? Whatever. I just keep noticing weird things in the background. Anyway, the employee took the pulse of the fallen youth. Toxie wondered if she had any medical knowledge.
大丈夫だけどこのままにはしておけないね
He's alright, but we can't leave him here like
手
this.
伝うよ
I'll help.
お願い
Great, thanks. Why did this happen? He had no idea. No idea. Where he was, where he had gone. Shaking, feeling ill. You could feel hair from the costume rubbing along both of his sides as two people carried him. Rubbing. He wished they'd get the mascot suit off him quickly. The fur felt nasty. It was hot. So hot. So hot he couldn't stand it. And the heat made him feel faint. And his consciousness felt like it would drift away. And why did this happen? It was strange. So strange. It wasn't him or her. He heard a different voice from somewhere. He had been hauled to the infirmary.
でもなんだろう貧血
What could it be? Is he anemic?
着ぐるみが暑かったんじゃないか着慣れないみたいだったから
Maybe his mascot suit. Maybe he could get used to wearing it.
ありえるね熱射病かな
It's possible it could be heat exhaustion.
まあなんとかなりそうか
Does it look like you'd be okay?
うん重い病気じゃなさそうだししばらく休ませておけば大丈夫だよ
It doesn't appear to be anything serious, so the rest he should be fine.
そっか
I see.
ありがとう手伝ってくれてあとは私が見るから
Thanks for your help. I'll take it from here.
あそれじゃあ頼むよ
Alright then. He opened the sliding door and left the room.
人助けか
Saving people can sure be stressful.
俺はここに何しに来たんだっけな
What was I came here to do? A cool breeze is blowing along the walkway. Breeze? But where was it coming from? He wondered where he had come from. He saw something faintly. A ceiling, sheets, a bed. He had been put to sleep on a bed. On a bed in the infirmary. He saw something again. Below the sick room bed. Who's on the bed below? Who is this? This isn't me. Of course not. He decided to go further down the hall. The third floor underground, they'd called it Zerterstock. The guys, they gotta be lined up waiting for crowded rides somewhere.
あすいません乗ります
Hey, sorry, I'm getting in. He dashed into the elevator. The doors reopened silently and closed again. Uh-huh. One other person got on. A girl. More like a young woman, I guess. One girl had gotten on. She was about high school age. The elevator floated upward an instant before descending. There was the faint sound of movement and vibration. And then his eyes met with the girl's. He wondered why. The girls stared at him suspiciously. What?
何なのあなた
Just who are
ど
you?
うしてこんなところにいるの
Why are you here?
なんでついてくるのよ
Why are you following me? Let's see. We're supposed to stay silent again. I think basically I just pick all the exact same options for the moment since we're trying to stay on the kid's route. She avoided his eyes. He felt like the air around him had suddenly gotten much heavier. Jolting suddenly, the elevator stopped. He looked at the ceiling. The lights flickered unsteadily.
なんだ
What was that?
まさか
It couldn't be.
まさかまさか何なんだよ
Couldn't be. Couldn't be what? Couldn't be. He wondered if something gone terribly wrong. It was strange. Very strange. Who is this? Oh, it's her. We finally met. I've been looking for you this whole time, but his voice didn't reach her. He couldn't hear her voice either. No matter how much he tried. No sounds reached him now. Damn, what's going on? Yeah, like, why is Sara in this little, like, prison cell under here? But he saw a figure faintly. He was able to make sure. He could see himself and the girl talking over there. He saw it on the other side. I can see myself over there? He watched, and he watched. That's strange. No, it's odd. If I'm watching me, then who's the me watching me? Something felt out of place. Now he knew the truth and his lips trembled. Who is that? Who could the me over there be? He couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. It was like a dream. It was like he was watching the continuation of a dream. But a dream couldn't have felt so powerfully raw. All the screaming, the sound of running feet, the shrill wailing of sirens. That wasn't a dream or an illusion.
まさかって何を知ってる
Could it be? Do you know something about
何も
this?
知らない
I don't know anything.
あなたは何を知ってるの
Do you know something?
知るわけないだろ
How could I know anything? The lights gradually dimmed and finally went out. Why? He had no idea. He didn't know. There was no way he could know. But there on the bed, there on the bed, there. Bed below, the bed on top, the bed below. Who are you? Who? Stop. Please stop. Don't come out. Please don't come out. Stay inside. Oh, this, I think it's just like the little pressure chamber from the last playthrough. Okay. Maybe it's not quite as creepy. Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess we'll find out eventually. Don't crawl out of there. Stop. Please. Stop. No, there's nothing to fear. It was alright. Because there's no longer anyone. Because there's no one there.
おい誰かいないのか
Hey, who's there? Is there somebody
俺
there?
はここだここにまだいるんだ
I'm here. I'm still in here.
誰か出してくれよ
Somebody get me out of here.
返事をしてくれ
Answer me, please.
誰かいませんか
Isn't there anyone there? Nobody answered. Surroundings were filled with
なんだ
silence.
誰もいないのか
What? Is anybody there?
一人か
So, I'm alone. He burst out with laughter, the ultimate feeling of liberation. There's no one to restrain him now. And he ran. But no one stopped him. Getting there was easy. All that was left was to aim for the center. Just take a step. It was simple. He threw his body into the water. He sank. Deeper, deeper, and deeper. Sound died away, the embrace of unbelievably pure silence. Not even a beam of light pierced the darkness. All he could hear was repetitive, heavy breathing. He lost himself, his mind short-circuiting. His vision narrowed and was overrun with blue. Deep blue. Blue. Something was strange. He wondered if it really was blue. Even though he was perfectly still, it seemed as if his heart was racing. Sweat poured off of him. His breathing was ragged and labored. Gradually, his consciousness dissolved into the darkness. Black. Endless black. There was no mistaking it this time. Everything was stained black. There were no boundaries to this color. His ears hurt. The ringing in them wouldn't stop. He felt pressure expanding in his lungs. He felt queasy, sick to his stomach. The air pressure is dropping. I forgot I need to pop my ears. With a pop, the air building inside his ears was released. Damn. Which way is the exit? Pitch black. Nothing moved. He didn't move either. There wasn't any sign of a breeze. He didn't hear anything. Just echoes from something invisible. Time froze to a stop. If he stopped here, he felt like he'd forget that he was even alive. It was his intuition. Only a little more. No, it was no good. He had to get out. But he didn't even know which direction to go. He had to get himself out of this darkness. Had to. But what could he do? What could... He didn't know. He didn't know. Just then, he felt the faint, warm light. Light? A blade of light slicing through the flat world of darkness, and he knew. The direction was over there, and that there might be a way out, if he could get over there. Alright, so yeah, we want to do Who Am I again, so we stay with the kid. I didn't know where I was, but I quietly opened my eyes. The next thing I knew, I was on a bed. The ceiling was so white it was slightly blinding. It smelled of disinfectant. I wondered where I was. Are you awake now? A shadow passed above me on the bed. I wondered who it could be. No, wait a minute. Somewhere... I felt like I'd met this person somewhere before. How are you doing? You look alright anyway. Who was it? I knew her. I was sure that I knew her. Still, I couldn't put my finger on any one thing about her that I knew. The more I thought about it, the more the area around my temples pounded with pain. Oh, I guess it's no good then. Is your head hurt? I pressed my temples with the fingers of both hands, nodding slightly. I see. Just wait a second, alright? I'll try to find some painkillers. She laughed sweetly and stepped away from me. I raised myself up and looked around. The room was completely white, with a number of beds tightly lined up in a row. Looking behind me, there's a curved glass window in the wall. I got off the bed and put on my shoes, which were neatly arranged below me. I approached the window. Outside, as far as the eye could see, was one endless sheet of blue. Transparent waves of light swayed gently in the deep, dense navy mist. I put both my hands on the wall and pushed my face up against the glass. Just then, a flash of silver light darted across my vision. For an instant, I was afraid. Then I noticed it was just a fish. This is the middle of the ocean. What's the matter? At some point, the girl comes to stand beside me. Of course it is. It's Lemieux Infirmary. Lemieux. Instantly I heard that word. A flash of searing light reappeared in the back of my mind. Oh, that's right. I come Lemieux. The theme park Lemieux floating in the ocean. And I had been walking around Lemieux with her. There were ancient ruins and the whale floating in the darkness, jellyfish gondola and the merry-go-round. But why'd I come to this place, to Lemieux? Did I come for fun? Of course I had. This is a theme park after all. But was that right? Was that really the reason? Violent head pain struck me again. I shook my head again and again, my face distorted from the pain.
ちょっと大丈
Hey, you alright?
夫？もう少し横になってた方がいいんじゃない？
Shouldn't you rest a little more? She helped support me as I returned to the bed.
はい、痛み止め。
I bought you some headache medicine. She held 2 white pills in her left hand. In her right was a cup filled with water. White pills, 2 of them. Alright. So let's see. Looks like we need to go with no thanks this time. No thanks. I replied instantly. I looked away from her hand.
どうしたの？頭痛いんでしょ？
What's the matter? Your head hurts, right?
だ
Yeah.
ったら飲まないと痛み引かないよ。
Then if you don't take these, the pain won't go away. Pain continued to throb through my skull. The pills in her hand would help to ease that pain. I understood all of that. Yet, for some reason, I wanted to look away from the medicine.
あ、わかった。
Oh, I get it.
さては君、
I see
お
you.
薬苦手なんでしょ？
You don't like the taste, right?
もう情けないな。
Oh, that's kind of
で
sad.
も大丈夫。この薬ちっとも苦くなんてないから。
But that's okay. This medicine isn't bitter at all.
苦いところか、芳醇で濃厚な甘みが口いっぱいに広がっていき、それでいて少しもしつこくなく。
It's more than not bitter. It's got a mellow, sweet, full flavor that floods throughout the mouth without an aftertaste. Ow. My headache had gotten
ほ
worse.
ら、言わんこっちゃない。
I told
ど
you
う
so.
しても飲めないって言うなら、お尻から座薬を入れちゃうぞ。
If you really can't drink that, I can give it to you anally via suppository. For an instant, I feared my chastity might be violated and grabbed the belt of my pants. Alright, I'll drink it. Feeling half threatened, I drank the medicine, even though I didn't want to. It was super bitter.
多分、軽い気圧障害だと思うよ。
It's probably just mild bear traumas, decompression
よ
sickness.
くいるのよ、お客さんで。
Yeah, it happens a lot to visitors.
突然具合が悪くなって運び込まれちゃう人が。
They just feel ill all of a sudden get caught in here. As she said this, she slightly took the cup from my hand. I sank my head back into the
そ
fluffy
もそ
pillow.
も無理があるのよ。
It's a bit of a stretch going down here anyway.
慣れない人がいきなり6気圧の中で長時間活動するのなんてさ。
People with no experience is jumping 6 atmospheres for long periods of time. Sheesh.
人間は地表の気圧の中で快適に過ごせるように作られてるんだもん。
Yeah, pushing the Earth's atmosphere is made for people to live comfortably.
こんな密度の濃い空気を吸ってたら体が拒絶反応を起こしちゃうのは当然だと思う。
Of course, people are gonna have bad reactions to breathing air this thick.
空気と初恋は淡い方がいいに決まってるの。
Air and first love, both should be light, no doubt about
コ
that.
ーヒーと初恋なら濃い方がいいけどね。
Coffee in your first time? Well, those, of course, are better thick. Well, huh? She touched my face with the palm of her hand. The backs of her slender fingers stroked my cheek. The smooth texture of her skin slipped down from my neck to above my chest,
大丈
stopping there.
夫。熱はないみたい。
It's alright, you don't seem to have a fever. She smiled at me. Somehow I felt all embarrassed. I pulled the bed cover up to my eyes and my
それ
face.
じゃあそのまましばらく休んでて。
Just rest like that for a while, okay?
私、外の様子見てくるから。
I'll go see what's going on outside. Outside?
なんて説明すればいいのかな。
Yes, how should I put
君
this?
が寝てる間にちょっとしたトラブルがあったみたいで。
While you were asleep, it seems there's been a trouble.
まあ、そのことは後で説明するから
Well, I'll explain it
今
later.
はとにかく何も考えずにゆっくり休む。いい？
Anyway, just too fast. Anyway, for now, just rest and don't worry about anything, okay? Seeing me nod, she walked away from the bed. Hey, wait a second. What? Just let me ask you one thing.
何？
What may that be? Why am I here? Not quite sure what exactly that's supposed to mean, but I'm told this is the Lemieux Infirmary, right?
君はね、スバイトストックの売店でいきなり倒れちゃったの。
You passed out while I sent it to kiosk on Site stop.
それで私は通りがかりの男の人と君をこの救護室まで運んできて。
Then some guy and I held you
って
here.
いうか覚えてないの？あの時のこと。
You don't remember what happened? Kiosk. At the kiosk. In front of a big window. Sweet smell. Something covering my body. The lemur mascot.
お前だろう、俺を殴ったのは。
That's right, I remember. No, I was struck dizzy. Like something being stolen away. I lost consciousness and...
どう？思い出した？
So, do you remember?
他に
Yes.
質問は？
Do you have any other questions? I shook my head and answered.
それじゃあいい子にして待っててね。
Well, be a good boy and wait here, alright?
すぐ戻ってくるから。
I'll be right back. She patted my head gently and began walking for the door, while I turned my head to stare at her back. Alright, well, that feels like as good a spot as any to go ahead and call for today. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you all next time.